Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're talking turkey. So, I got to do shout outs for Psycho Drilla and Bada Bing and the rest of you that are doing your work. I ain't forgot you. Baby. Easy now. But also, Sarandy Tooth. Yeah. Somebody stepped into the ring and said, Blackjack on the coconut. That's right. I've actually done like 5 of these fucking videos, and I keep thinking, no, I got to scrap them and walk away because this is dealing with more than one issue. All right. The games have begun as far as the divisive tendencies, okay? Psycho Drilla has obviously decided he's tired of the carny barkers. He's tired of being worked. He's not a mark, a rube, or a fucking fish. Okay, he's tired of that, so he's going to whop some fucking noggins. Hey, I'm fine with that. We all have our little deal, you know what I mean? And so, he's going to clean house on 3 people so far that I'm glad to see, you know, because I keep hearing this, well, I just get a freedom of speech. You just got to listen to me. You don't get to look into my background and see who I am. Now, let me tell you something here now, motherfucker. If you come out and jack your cake hole, somebody, including me, will dig through your shit and your trash cans to find out who you are. We'll figure out who you belong to and who pays you. All right? So, Psycho did a damn good job on Brian Garish, Roger Hayes. Now, I enjoy their work, but it's kind of obvious they have vested interest in a lot of shit, which is ka-ching. That's what they have interest in, greenbacks. All right? So, out they go. They were never a factor anyway, okay? Remember that. They were only meant to burn out. Whether they knew it or not, they're going to repeat the same fucking things over and over, okay? They're stuck in the pyramid of their own creation, following these fucking Triangulo Est Majesty's bullshit game theories. But you did what you needed to do. Clock, clock, clock. Charlie Veach is the other one. I'm staying out of this one. I was unaware of the information until now. Thank you, Psycho Drilla. But I'm stepping off the field in that instance. Because I don't... The only thing I'm interested in is Psycho Drilla. Okay? Alright. I back his horse. That's what I back. I started out by accident finding him. I'm going to back him for the whole fucking run. That's the way it goes. Okay? Alright. So, that doesn't mean I did not at one time enjoy Charlie Veach's stuff. He went all over the fucking board and got sloppy with it. I'm just leaving it. I'm not going to talk about that. That is something that... we'll leave that be. Bada Bing is doing good work. Do me a favor, Bada, and just relax. Just relax. You got all the time in the fucking world. Okay? So, anything that you do, any more interviews, just take your time with it. Alright? Just take your time with it. There's more than enough people out here that are just basic carny barkers, just running fast cons. You know who I dislike. Everybody knows who I dislike, and I blackjack the fuck out of all of them. All right, for good reason. Obviously, some of them had decided, I'm going to back off the carny barking. I'm still going to make a paycheck, but I'm going to try to do it the right way, the best that I can. So, remember. Everybody's got to make a living. That's the way that goes. You got to eat. You got to feed your fucking kids. Now, I don't really care about your payments on your fucking BMW. All right? I really don't give a fuck about you eating lobster or steak tonight. These things you don't need. Those are things that you want. And since I'm not a fucking carny barker and I ain't getting paid for this, you're just going to have to take it in the ass. Because of the 2 of us, only one of us is fucking someone. That'd be you. I don't mean Bada or anybody, those people. You get the point. Runny Meat as always. All hail Runny Meat. Doing good stuff. All hail Amir Murad. He's doing good stuff as well. All hail Pontifex. I'm hoping you get back into it, Pontifex. I'm hoping you do. Just don't let emotionalism override anything. Not that you are. What I'm saying is don't let it override anything, because that's the point that they work. Emotional involvement. The fourth wall, as I am told. Hilarious. Anyway. So, remember, these people are out copying more professional carny barkers and everything. And that's all there is to it. All right. I know I'm going to miss some people that have done some fucking pretty salty work, man. I know I am. But let me throw out Reverend Billy Talon, still one of my favorites. It does not mean I agree with everything he does. It means he's that damn good. That's all there is to that. How that man isn't doing something else way bigger than what he's doing, you know what I mean? I guess it's some people go after the issues they consider. Whatever. I don't care who pays him. I don't care if it's donation. I don't care. I like Reverend Billy Talon. That's all there is to it. He's a pro, in my opinion. Okay? True Puka was doing good work. I wanted to mention, I fucking don't care about your logic. Everybody's logic is weak as fuck because they're selling fiction. They're selling fiction so they'll have something to sell in their Ponzi scam. That's all there is to it. Whether it's for money or just to get people in the door is irrelevant. Okay? Psycho, Drilla, Bada Bing, and the others of us and the others that you know who you are, CR40 and everybody, you are the nullification of the bullshittery that they're doing. You balance the equation there. That natural fucking game theory. Okay? Anyway, that being said, I like True Puka. I don't give a fuck what Integral... I know he's an atheist. I'm aware of these things. Okay? I'm aware of that. But he is one of the few that can tell a story and I'll sit and I'll watch. I don't give a fuck what it's about. He takes it seriously. He's a real dude. And he spoke on some personal issues and etc. There you go. That's all there is to it. True Puka is the old school, this is what, happened to me, I'm going to tell the story, but it's an economy of motion that I like about True Puka. It is, and it's an economy. He's not ham-fisted. He's not any of that. He's damn good at what he does. He is underrated where everybody else is overrated. Integral Math. I did go job him just a little bit to see what he would do, and because he was tying fictions to fictions and presumptions and everything to draw out and everything. He was running it was a sloppy fucking game theory. Come on, Integral. And what gets me is, well, damn, the dude could be fucking good at it. I mean, fucking slick. But he's not. He's holding back. He's playing fucking possum, or he's sticking with the emotional caltropping shit. And I ain't up for that, because it's not about the argument, son. It's about the win. All right. Now, the only reason you would want to draw out a fictional debate with nothing on but fictions is because both sides are carny barking. Be careful, Integral. Now, I did fault him, and he rightfully said, reductio, you faulted me for a reductio. And he did a reductio. Do not piss down my fucking back and tell me it's raining, Integral. But I like Integral. I didn't say he wasn't pandering. I said I like Integral. That's what I said. And I want you to watch his shit. And as he smooths it out and tightens up his game, son of a bitch, he'll be good at it. He won't just be the ham fist. He won't just be the sledgehammer. He'll also be the feather and the scalpel. Precise. And it's just, to watch, man. It's like, you almost had it there, man. You could have killed this real quick. What are you doing? Back off. Back off. Back off. Don't get into it too much. But he's good at it. He is good at it. He's damn good at it. Let me put it like this. On the bottom level of gaming, he's man, you want to talk about potential. Now, if he can be precognizant of the branch paths as they happen, right, and be more dynamic in the flow of feeling what's going to occur, since they're so limited. Yeah, don't fuck with me, Integral. You understand exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't fuck with me. He's a smart. He's fucking with you people. You don't get it. He's playing possum. He is. There's a bunch of you doing that shit. I know what the fuck you're doing. I ain't stupid. He's poking. He's out there with a stick poking fucking beehives and shit. I stumbled across some asshole named Thunderfoot. I don't get it. I think he's a Grateful Dead groupie. I don't know. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know if he's a good guy or not, but he's typical. My fiction's better than your fiction because I said so. That's why. He's a fucking carny barker. I've never heard of him until I think Integral mentioned him. And well, no, I take that back. I think I've heard it, but he's a non-factor. He's just a bottom basement carny barker with a weak defined empire. He deals in vagaries and fallacious and vacuous bullshit, gaseous, So anyway, he's of no value and not a factor whatsoever. So props got to go out to CR40 for realizing that a lot of these so-called empires are non-factors. What you're doing isn't so much about taking the empires out. What it is making sure the empires don't expand. They're fictions, okay? All right. So, anyway, moving along, Adam Kokesh blackjacked Molly Nux in a kind of weak way, but I'll allow it. Actually, Kokesh did one or two good videos. I was surprised. I actually pressed like on him. Sometimes he does it. If he'll shit, he's got to shit or get off the pot, and the deal is he's wanting to stick on the pot and spin his fucking wheels. Well, you know what occurs, Kokesh? Nothing occurs. Good job. But anyway, the point is I don't know what, but he's decided he's going to trim his shit up or whatever the fuck he's going to do. It's irrelevant. It's how he's going to do it. Let's see. I don't know on Molly Huck. Same old basic bullshit. Nothing's accomplished. Everybody walks in a circle chasing ghosts in their coconut. Devil government, etc., etc., which is Jones and everybody else. But I was going to say Gerald Celente did a good video showing off the buildings that he owns. And I actually enjoyed the part where he said, as it is, he's a steward of those properties. Now, I get what he was saying in that aspect. I do actually understand that. And that's the high road to take on a building that has been around that long. It's granted it's emotional attachment to it, but the deal is it does hold the history of a shitload of people passing through. It does. And it's a shame to see some of those old ass buildings go by the wayside and get treated like shit, and not be remembered for the decency or whatever the fuck, the carny barking that come out of them with George Washington and the rest. The deal is, it is sad to see them go by the wayside. But it's also better to see somebody like Gerald Celente come in and, his neighbors getting older and stuff. And what did Gerald Celente do? See, somebody will bitch at Gerald about something, but I'll tell you what, I'm more impressed with the fact that he keeps up with his neighbors, and that when the going got tough, they wanted to make sure those properties went into the hands of somebody that wouldn't treat them like shit, part them out, burn the fucking things down. And he stepped in and did that, took care of them. Yeah, see, not all these motherfuckers are rotten to the core. I like Celente. He's all right. He's all right. Anyway, So I enjoyed the little show, the little tour he gave. That was interesting. They're always weird. Those old places that were built. Anyway, moving along. Kaiser decided to go blackjack the fuck out of Von Misses-a-Lot Institute and some fucking dude named Tom Woods. Nobody cares. Finally, now remember, I only know Bill Still. I know of Bill Still through Pontifex. So thank you, Pontifex. Though I do not agree with a lot of what Bill Still says. Now hold on. Let me say that I don't agree with certain points, but then again, who the fuck am I, right? I like Pontifex. That's all there is to it. Again, he's a horse all back in a fucking race. I don't know Bill Still. Don't know him. He talks about shit, right? And he's got that fucking spin of devil fed and shit like that. I'm not going to go into that. It's not like I haven't been out here doing this shit. I will say that Bill Still does really good work, though. I don't know the Money Masters deal. I never watched it or nothing. I mean, it's all fucking propaganda and corny bark, and you people know this shit. However, I give credit where it's due when it's a good presentation. They try. They don't just go, You know, Bill Still does a good presentation in his little shows, his little webisodes, tubular webisodes or whatever. I got to give him that. Oh, I give him that. But anyway, because he does actual documentation and research. He doesn't run off of presumption and fucking fictions. He digs. However, he gives his opinion on top of it, how these things connect. All right? I only disagree on certain aspects. And nobody cares about the fucking gold and silver or the paper. It doesn't fucking matter. I need something to go spend at the grocery store. Just send it to me. Okay, I don't give a fuck what it is. All right, I don't. So, anyway, so I'm glad Bill Still was on Max Kaiser's channel or show, and Max Kaiser got out there and was blackjacking some motherfuckers, right? What? You know what I mean? And I was like, that was some good shit, dude. What the fuck? Have you went insane? Yes, you have, you son of a bitch. But anyway. And so, unfortunately, Max Kaiser's drawed out. Let me throw this in here, because I got to do this. I was going to save this as a completely separate deal, and I keep killing these videos because I'm thinking, no, I don't want to fucking do this. All right? I don't want to do this. But it's coming to this. All right? Max Kaiser's grabbing these fucking kooks. And it's not his fault. You draw kooks out of the woodwork. Raw Dog did good shit for quite some time. Corey C did, and they learned. They're drawing the kooks out. I don't care about the personal issue shit, Pontifex. Or what I mean is, cut me slack here that there are things that I'm not involved in, and I'm not going to get involved in. I only meant in the work aspect that Corey C did good work for his run. Whether he was a bullshitter or not's irrelevant. Or it is relevant, but I'm just saying for the purposes of this video, you know, he did good work, you know what I mean? Raw Dog always generally does pretty good shit, but he's going to fall back into the racetrack. He can't. That's the way it is. That's the way it is, Pawnee. You gotta let some shit go. You do on that. They're going to do what they're going to do. You just poke them with a stick once in a while. Like Randy Tooth going, this is what I'm going to say. Fuck you. Hilarious. But anyway, moving along, which I cannot fault Corey C. or Raw Dog for blackjacking the fuck out of quite a few people. They did it pretty damn well. Fuck, they blackjacked their own goddamn subscribers. That was worth it. That was fucking so worth it. Anyway, moving along here. Kaiser drags out the Jew haters. This is the world, kids. This is the world. So let me explain something to you. I'm going to be real easy with this shit. You can't prove I'm a citizen of the United States Corporation. You don't know anything of the fucking law. I mean, literally nothing. it's obvious you've never read history or done any type of research whatsoever in general. And I'm supposed to dislike Jews because you said so. That's why. Now, there is no draft. So out goes the deal about fighting in wars for Israel. If you join, that's your choice, and I don't fucking care. Do you dig? I don't have stock in Israel. Well, it's the Zionists. It's just the Zionists. The Zionists tell people what to do, and they go do it. My God, do you not know what the fuck's going on with the Zionists? That political party and corporation is hilarious. All right? The Rothschilds do not come to my house and say you must use a motherfucking dollar bill because I said so. Nobody has ever proved Bernanke is a fucking Zionist. And Bernanke comes out and says this is apolitical. You do know he doesn't run the Fed Reserve. That's a group effort. As the wise Sir Randy Tooth said, a coalition of the willing, and not everybody's on the same game page from the same class. Okay? So get the fuck over that. You people are piss ignorant in a lot of ways. All right. So anyway, so yes, while I guess the people that say it's Zionist, they don't understand they're being worked by Zionists, putting out propaganda to tell you to dislike Zionists. You don't get that, do you? David Duke and the rest of them, you don't get what they're doing. I didn't say I didn't enjoy his work. David Duke's good at what he does. He's a damn good speaker. It's a shame he picked that one specific aspect when he could have been. But then again, he might still be in service to the corporation. The point being is, they're working you in your coconut, and you're fucking stupid you can't see it. Because if you run out and scream, it's the Jews, and somebody comes along and says, that's bullshit because this Jew over here, he don't have nothing to do with nothing. All he does is sell coconuts. He sells bananas and shit at the street market. He has one bad week, he ceases to exist. Well, he must rule the world. All Jews do. All Jews do. There's no white people in any of these things that you talk about. No blacks either. No Arabs. Nope. Nope. No. It's just the Jews. And it's specifically just the Zionists. So, you're going to run out and tell the Zionists, you evil motherfuckers, you get out of here. We're going to run you out. You're being set up, retard. Where do you think they're going to go, and what money do you think they're going to use, and who are they going to use for the invasion force to finish off Palestine? Really? Well, we hate them so bad that what we'll do is we'll back them, and then, hey, dumbass, since you hate them, you're going to have to do something. To get them out of here, you're going to have to help them move. What, are you fucking stupid in your coconuts, people? You can't see how bad you're being worked? Universalists on the other side, who are, to my knowledge, the organized communists that don't call themselves communists. Oh, we're all one. Let's hug trees and touch each other's wieners. Right? They're the other side of that fucking coin. One has nothing to do with the other. It's a family fight, motherfucker, and it ain't your family. What do you not get about this shit about Cheech now and the rest of the places? It's not your fight. It's not. Don't fuck with it. Leave it alone. They don't tell you what to do in the fucking morning. And if it bothers you that fucking much, you're that retarded. You literally think motherfuckers come and tell you what to do. You've never run anything in your fucking life. I would not let you motherfuckers work on a lawnmower motor, much less run a country. And you're going to try to convince me that only 5 people do that, when all these corporations are out there throwing elbows to each other. You are fucking retarded in the coconut. You are. It's empty up in there. The old coconut. Alright. But I got to allow Charlie Veach on the Zionist Corporation video, because the Zionist is a corporation. They're not mutually exclusive. One is one, a political party. The other is a corporation. Who allows that? Because there's no white people, evidently, in all of government. No, none of my congressmen. No, they're not white. They're all Jews, dude. They're all Jews. They all back Israel. You people are fucking stupid. You just don't see how this works. You don't see how they're setting you up over and over and over, getting you to come in the fucking door to see the mummified mermaid. You're just fucking stupid. You'll say, well, Alex Jones, Zionists run him. He takes money and he talks a lot and never does anything. How much power does he have? Well, enough to get a bunch of dumb motherfuckers in the door to see the mummified mermaid. That's why I like Alex Jones, a ham-fisted, entertaining son of a bitch. And he actually had Richard Belzer and Christopher Walken on. Belzer is a conspiracy theorist, a fictional conspiracy theorist, collector. Now, he's an evil Jew, though. He told Alex Jones to do what he said. Yes, that's what it was! Richard Belzer runs a fucking world. Unless it's Jerry Seinfeld, right? And if I don't never watch neither of them or talk to them, what the fuck did they make me do exactly? Because the last time I looked, Jerry Seinfeld ain't never come to my house to tell me to eat Wheaties in the fucking morning. And you retarded motherfuckers would scream at Toucan Sam on the cereal box. It's a fucking conspiracy, Toucan Sam. There are real conspiracies, and then there's the bullshit that's in your fucking brain pan. And they don't have any fucking power except in your goddamn empty coconut, dude. That's it. And if you walk up there and tell them, get out of my face, get your fingers out of the fucking pot and get the fuck out of my kitchen. That's the end of that. They don't have any power. But at the same time, I don't want you running it, you retarded motherfucker. You dig? So the whole drive here has got to be balanced, which means people got to go out and blackjack the fuck out of carny barkers. And there, you'll have a little balance. The empires will dissolve and start to fade away. Somebody else will pop up, and you got to take care of them. And you just keep them contained. That's it. That's all there is to this. That's all there's ever going to be to this. All right? You're right. Corporations run shit. Corporations run by one dude, and everybody thinks they have a say in it. That's how that works. This is way older than you. And you're jacking your cake hole and whining about Zionists don't fix it. You're not smart enough to know how to fix it. Some of us know how to fix it. It don't even involve a gun. Does it Pontifex? Does it Psycho? Does it Bada? Does it take all those things? No. It takes a nullification of it. Words come out of the cake hole, you nullify the words. That's all there is to that. So, the bullshit with freedom of speech and all this, people are catching the game on that. Of course, the people that scream freedom of speech do so to shut you up. So what you do is you just tell them, well, I'm glad you work for the corporation then, because anybody claiming a contractual right to a fucking corporation in the District of Columbia must mean that, you're an employee of them. I'm not. You won't tell me to shut up, dickhead. But I'll tell you to shut up because there's a difference. So anyway, as I was wisely told by Runnymede, just relax. Just take it easy. Sit back. Let the shit start to form up again, and then go out and blackjack again. Take your time with it. Be patient. Do your facts and your research. Right? Be easy on your, don't presume and everything. Oh, by the way, Tenenbaum did some good shit, too, here of late. Really good shit. See, if I miss somebody, that's the way that shit goes. You'll just have to get the fuck over it. A lot of bit players are attempting to elbow in and take over some of the larger hackers, hacktors, I should say, hacktors. And Ed, as always, is catching hell, but Ed always does great shit. He just fucking does great shit. Anyway, so there you have it. I don't know what to tell you other than keep up your work or whatever the fuck it is you want to do. And I enjoyed the interviews, Psycho and Bada. Hoping to see Ben Gilroy do another one when he gets the chance. Not older ones, but the deal is, I hate to tell you, when you're one dude with Johnny, that's all your backup. That's when it's one dude, you got to be careful and pick your fucking fights. You do have to cherry pick, but otherwise you're going to spin your wheels, you ain't going to get nothing done. I didn't say you don't cherry pick your fights and it's okay to emotionally caltrop and turn it into a fucking sideshow. But that's the way that goes. I want to see results, and results are what matters. Unfortunately, people go too far with the fucking carny barking. And as long as Ben keeps his shit tightened up, you know what I mean? He'll get where he needs to go. As far as helping people. Not fame, not fucking money, not none of that shit. And I enjoy all the videos that TNS has done with Ben. And one of these days, I might consider doing an interview with TNS. I was at the time that Vinny mentioned it, Vinny V, I wasn't into it. You dig? I'm not into that because I want it known that I'm not out here to go make a name for myself. It's results, and the results are what matters. Other people want to get their faces shown, and they want their names attached, and they want to grow their little empires. I don't blame them. That's the way this world works. That's not how I do it. I don't like that way. All right? The ones that I truly enjoy is somebody like Sarandy Tooth, when he just says, you know what, here, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to fuck with you. Or Lamb Dog. Or City Gobble, right? Hi, I'm City Gobble. I'm going to fucking bust up your coconut today, and I'm not getting paid for it. Here you go. Right. That's the way that goes. Those are the little ones that you enjoy. The only thing is when the and I don't mean them, but when the ego gets in the way and people decide, yeah, I'm important. No, you're not. I can just fuck your world up real bad. That's the truth too. So just keep your shit real tight and be careful out here when you deal with people, because there's always some asshole. I'm your biggest fan. I want to hang out with you, and it's like, dude, listen, go do something else away from me. Okay, I'm doing my drive for a specific reason. Whatever the rest of you do is whatever the rest of you do, and at the end of the day, other than Sir Patrick of the Downey, from when I get a chance to chat with him from time to time, that'd be about it. The only horses I back would be Psycho and them. And anyway, this video didn't really go anywhere, but evidently Tavis Smiley is. I'm going to throw this in here. Fuck you, Tavis Smiley. How about that? I'm going to throw this in here for a reason. One specific reason. He got on there and said, man, anonymous people won't show their faces, they talk shit. That's right, Tavis. Ain't nobody paying me to sit my lazy ass up there and talk to a motherfucker about non-issues that accomplish jack fucking shit. If you want, Tavis, won't you send me some fucking money, son? And I'll sit up there and I'll talk and not do anything too. I won't go spend 3 years of my life digging through trash cans pulling out corrupt judges or congressmen or showing people how to keep their fucking houses when they get fucked by the banks. Real fuck jobs. Not, I don't want to pay, right? Or squatter bullshit. You know what I mean? real people that got really fucked, right? Now, you're not doing that, Tavis, so who the fuck are you to ever sit up there and say, they're anonymous, those dickheads, they're mean to me. Or mean to whoever the fuck. I don't know why he threw that in there. It's just like, well, I don't know why you're getting mad, motherfucker. You ain't never done nothing in your life besides talk. When you want to get down in the fucking trenches and get to work, you tell me, and we'll go pistol whip some fucking assholes making the world really bad. But you ain't going to do that. You ain't going to do that because talking pays better. The shit that I do don't pay at all. I can't get a real fucking job after this shit. Or do you people not realize how this works? So seriously, don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining, son. Don't. I'll be as anonymous as I want, and I'll talk all the shit I fucking want, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Because of the two of us, I'll skip a pistol across top of your fucking coconut. Because only one of us selling bullshit. That's always goes back to the same fucking thing. You're not going to do anything. Go sit down and shut up in the corner. Let the real men out here get something fucking done. All right? Always talking about, teachers, they're getting fucked. Let me tell you something. You're not going to do anything. So, off the fuck you go. I'll see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Entertain me, because you have no value outside of that. I didn't say some issues weren't important, but your fucking cake-hole turkey goblin ain't gonna fix it. Right? While you dance around, drunkenly stumbling around, this, that. Yeah, everybody's broke, motherfucker. There ain't never been nothing here where I live but poverty. I'm glad you noticed that. That ain't never gonna change, motherfucker, because this is a corporation. Or do you not know how this fucking works? Well, of the two of us, I'm the only one that's saying how it is. You're given the fictional version. So, go back and talk to some more actors about their shit. Right? Some dickhead that wrote a book. Shit happened. All these motherfuckers, their titles of every fucking episode should be, Tavis Smiley, shit happens, or because I said so, that's why. Because it certainly doesn't do anything. It doesn't. A bunch of overpaid Harvard motherfuckers really don't impress me because they don't do anything. Okay? So, one of these days, I guess everybody will get it. That doesn't mean Tavis Smiley doesn't have good guests. He does. He's very well done at educating. Or, intermetainment education type of deal. Didn't say he wasn't good at that. Didn't say that. But you ain't gonna tell me nothing new, son. And us walking around marching and hollering at some magic fucking government that doesn't care, built up of corporations while it's a corporation. Really, Tavis Smiley, really? Do you not know what fucking protest really is and what that really means? How are you gonna protest a fucking corporation? Protest don't mean it's out on the street. It means it's on a piece of paper. One of these days you'll fucking figure it out. But anyway, since none of you people are going to get nothing done, the rest of us will take care of it. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Just draw your fucking paychecks and be lucky you get one. I ain't. I barely make a fucking living, but that's by choice. So I make my life 20 times harder than it needs to be. And trust me when I say my drive is to make your life 20 times harder too. Because you've had too much of an easy fucking run. Way too fucking easy. And to spit in my fucking face and tell me fiction is reality. That's just not going to happen. Alright? Straighten up your shit. Or you just don't need to be used whatsoever. That's the way it works. That's the way it always works. So, anyway. There you go, kids. Hopefully there'll be some others step up to the plate and go after the Carney Barker. Don't get into the personal, emotional bullshit. Pick a Carney Barker because he's a fucking Carney Barker. Do that. Do that. Do that because they're pandering fictional horse shit. That's what you're going after. Character assassination's too fucking easy on them anyway. But, hey, use whatever you want. It's take all the tools in the fucking toolbox when you got to get the job done. That's what matters. So, anyway. That's it. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I can't keep up with everything, people. I can't do it. I can't. All right. So anyway, make sure to stop by and give Mr. Alan Watt a holler. Oh, I haven't been able to keep up with all his shows neither. That ought to tell you something. And take it easy and all that. Kids,